Okay, so here I am, and I am using my 3-point perspective tool. And what I want you guys to know is that this tool is available to you. You don't have to do it my way, but I'm going to give these instructions, and they're general. They're not specific to those you using computer assisted drawing techniques. So my first piece of advice to you guys is to think really big picture first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these way off the page, and you guys don't have to you guys can do it however you want. But the first thing you want to set, this blue line is my horizon line. So I want to think, do I want to be looking up or do I want to be looking, down? How much is sky and how much is ground? And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reorient this so it's up at the top of the page, because I think it would be more interesting for my viewers to be looking down. Okay, that's like what I want to do. I want like a bird's eye view here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use just a very light line. And the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to kind of establish a plane. So I hope you guys can see that. Maybe I'll work a little darker. I'll work darker and then knock it back in layers. So what I'm doing here is I'm drawing these lines, and they would go to the vanishing point. Just like that, okay? And again, this is this is when we drew the boxes, it's like you're zoomed in on the boxes, right? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this line all the way back. And then I'm going to take this line all the way back. And here we have, kind of like the initial building block of my drawing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of continue to add on to this. I would work kind of slowly until you have it figured out, but it's kind of neat. Like if I wanted to extend this or break it off, I could do that. If I wanted to bring this down, I could like that. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of building my own little world here. And once I get the big ideas chunked out, I'll be able to do some smaller ideas. Oops, that was wrong. We'll fix that later in post. So I'm going to try to build like a museum type structure. That's what I think would be interesting to draw. And so I'll go ahead and I will turn off my microphone, but I'm going to continue to draw. And this is kind of like what I want. I'm going to record the whole thing, but this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to make a composition in 3-point perspective. All right, so before I move on in this drawing, I want to do a little bit of evaluation, and I want to point out one thing. So, well, kind of one thing. Let's correct my own work in the friendly color of green. So if you notice, in this area, things look good, all right? In this area, we're starting to look a little wobbly. And it's kind of like, I had the tool turned on the whole time. So it's like, why is this not working? Well, it's because my object is too close to one of my vanishing points. So if I turn my tool back on, you can see that the further the object you're drawing is from the vanishing point, the less distorted it's going to be. But then as it gets closer to the vanishing point, distortion kind of increases.